Online games like MPL, Dream 11, Poker, and Rummy are facing significant scrutiny and outright bans in various states across India. This raises an important question. Are these games truly just harmless fun, or do they pose a risk of addiction and financial ruin? Let's dive into the details. MPL and Dream 11 are popular fantasy sports platforms that allow users to create teams and compete based on real life matches. On the other hand, poker and rummy are traditional card games that many argue require skill. However, the distinction between games of skill and games of chance is becoming increasingly blurred. Courts and governments are now re-evaluating these games under gambling laws, and the implications are profound. Recently, states like Tamil Nadu and Telangana have taken decisive action against online rummy and poker, declaring them illegal. Even fantasy sports platforms like Dream 11 have faced temporary blocks in certain regions. The rationale behind these bans is the belief that these platforms promote gambling behaviors and can lead to addiction, particularly among the youth. The government's stance is clear. They are prioritizing public health and safety over entertainment. The reasons for these bans are alarming. There have been numerous reports of individuals suffering massive financial losses, leading to tragic outcomes, including suicides. The real money aspect of these games can create a gambling like environment, especially when there are insufficient age checks or spending limits in place. This lack of regulation raises serious concerns about the mental health of players and the potential for addiction. However, not everyone agrees with the bans. Advocates for platforms like Dream 11 argue that these games are based on skill rather than chance. They emphasize that millions of users rely on these platforms for entertainment and even as a source of income. Fantasy sports have gained immense popularity, especially during major events like the IPL, and are often backed by celebrity endorsements. This brings us to a critical question. Where do we draw the line between skill and chance? For players in states where these games have been banned, the implications are significant. Many users can no longer access these apps legally, and companies operating in these regions face potential legal repercussions. This situation also impacts streamers and gaming influencers who rely on these platforms for their content and income. The ripple effect of these bans is felt throughout the gaming community. Looking ahead, the future of online gaming in India remains uncertain. Will these bans extend nationwide? Experts are calling for clearer regulations that differentiate between gambling and gaming. Until a national framework is established, we can expect ongoing bans, legal battles, and a climate of uncertainty for both players and companies alike. The conversation around online gaming is just beginning, and it's crucial for all stakeholders, players, developers, and regulators to engage in dialogue about the future of this industry.